Hey everyone, welcome back to the making of MiserableMac 3. This is part 21, and in this episode, we're going to be starting the long process of trying to get Mac's side head to look correct. His head facing from the side. This took me a number of weeks to do, and you are essentially going to see a very condensed version of it. You're also only going to be seeing part of it. I recorded a number of screen captures before I got to the point where I was like, okay, I'm going to not record these anymore because I'm not making any progress on it. So essentially what you're going to be seeing is a time-lapse of a time-lapse of me trying to figure out how to design this character. What you're going to see by the end of this footage today is not going to be the final product. It's merely going to be the final product before I gave up filming. It takes a long time to figure out. And thankfully, now that I have at least one model figured out, one character model that I'm at the very least satisfied with, it makes creating the rest of them a lot easier. You have a basis for designing all the other characters off of. Mac was perhaps not the best place to start. I think creating Jeff or Sam may have been easier. However, Mac is the main character, and thus I believe that it would be in my best interest to make his head model first, so that we have something that looks absolutely the best. I don't want to be cutting any corners when designing the model for a head position that you will be seeing countless times for extended periods of time. I want it to look right. So even though the first head position facing towards the camera is probably the best I've ever done, and it looks phenomenal, making the 3/4 turned, that sort of head model became something of a hassle, to say the least. I even got to the point where I almost gave up. I gave up for a short period of time where I just didn't even work on it. I just put it away and said, okay, I will come back to this at a later date because right now it's just not clicking. Thankfully, this is the only episode that you're going to be seeing of me working on this character model. In the next episode, we'll be moving on to designing, or rather redesigning, Mac's robes that I designed way back in an earlier episode. We're going to be coming back to those and accommodating them to the newer, I guess more realistic head model, as to maintain a visual consistency throughout not only the characters, but throughout the rest of the animation. That's what we're going to be working on then. So until then, I hope you enjoy the rest of the video, and I will see you next time. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. To check out the rest of this series, or to watch the first and second MiserableMac cartoons, click on the annotations or the link to my YouTube page. If you're interested in keeping up to date on my latest videos, consider clicking that subscribe button. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time.